Namaste Rasikas. Welcome back to this episode of Tiny Manodharma, wherein we are going to talk about a string of 7 swaras. In the last few episodes, we learnt how to sing a string of 5 swaras, a string of 6 swaras in different possibilities. And in this episode, we'll talk about how to do 7 swaras. I hope you're all doing the practice at home and getting confident as to how to start, where to start if you have to do a 5, where to start if you have to do a 6. Okay, keep up the practice. Otherwise, as I mentioned earlier, you wouldn't progress much if you just listen and don't do any practice. Okay, so how are we going to do this string of 7 swaras? One option would be to add 2 more swaras to the already existing 5 swaras. That's quite simple. Or you could do it like 3 plus 4. That is also 7. But more importantly, where do we start? How to start the 7? So here in the slower speed, you have total of 8 notes, 8 swaras, because 2 in every beat. So on the 5th beat, you have to just leave one swara and start. So you can say ta, just one syllable, and then you have to do the swara. So let us think we are taking pa gari sari. Add 2 more. Sani pa gari sari. Correct? Sani pa gari sari. But when you sing to sound more punchy, you will do it like Sani pa gari sari. So, ta sani pa gari sari. Sani pa gari sari. Correct? So, just after the beat you have to say Sani pa gari sari. Say ta in your mind if you like. In the beginning you can say ta loudly also. After a few rounds, when you get more confidence, you can drop the ta and just do the swara alone. So just by repeatedly doing this, only you can develop confidence. Just by doing 2 or 3 times, if you think you have got it, I'm sure you will not be as confident as you would like to be. You would still be in the little jittery and nervous zone only. Doing it over and over again for 50 times, 100 times during the day, as and when you get a chance, just to get that judgment. You have to do it as many number of times. So please develop this as your tiny habit and do it throughout the day. Not necessarily as a practice, but something like a mental math. Sani pa gari sari va ta pi. Instead of going for all 7 swaras, you can add karvai here and there. Sani pa gari va ta pi. Sagari pa gari va ta pi. Re sani pa gari va ta pi. So these are the many possibilities that one can try and arrive at when you have to do the string of 7. I suggest that all of you maintain a separate notepad. I always carry a small notebook with me wherever I go, so that whenever I think some ideas comes, I always note it down there. So likewise, all of you can maintain a notebook, and whenever you get a chance, whenever you think of something, please note it down there. Then you can go and revisit, and once you sit down to practice, you can look at that notebook and try to sing. As I have been always telling, Manodharma is not just sitting down and just trying to sing on the spot. To reach that stage, you have to practice a lot. So the mental math portion is definitely very, very important, and only if you work hard in that zone, when you sit down to sing, you will get something. If you do 100 different combinations, you can only remember or do 10-20 combinations extemporally. So this is what my gurus used to tell. You have to sing so many different combinations and try and work, so that when you sit down and sing, you at least can remember and get 10-20 combinations. Okay? So, to sum up whatever we did this episode, we tried to do count of 7 swaras. And how to do that? We have to start after one swara on the 5th beat in the low speed, and in the high speed, where do we start? On the 7th beat, just after one akshara. So, taka dimi taka janu sani pagari sariva tapi ni sani pagari tapi. So please try singing these string of 7 swaras. Keep practicing the 5s, the 6 and the 7s, and I will see you very soon in the next episode. Thank you. Namaste.